So we just published another blog here at the Academic Insight Lab, and my name is Kimberly Becker. I'm the writer of the blog, and so I thought I would walk you through it. It's called Acknowledging the Use of Generative AI in Academic Writing. So we are all hearing about, ChatGPT and other the generative AI technologies, and they're becoming increasingly common for revision, for generating outlines, for all sorts of academic writing tasks that normally a human would do with only another human's help. But now we need to know how to, what many people say is cite, but really it's not cite, it's acknowledge, because an AI doesn't cite its sources, not a generative AI like a large language model such as ChatGPT. And so we cannot use it as a source per se. And in other words, that means we aren't going to cite it, we are going to acknowledge it, just like we would acknowledge working with a trusted colleague or even a friend to help us revise or edit or proofread our writing. So the blog walks you through the process of giving proper citation to a generative AI. For example, using phrases like, I acknowledge the use of ChatGPT, and then you can provide the version, either using the date, which would assume that you're using the free version, or if you're using a paid version, you might indicate 3.5 or 4 or whatever is the relevant level of the technology at that point. And then from OpenAI, and you could even do a hyperlink there if you wanted to, in generating text for this study, or whatever it was that you did, generating text, organizing my structure, brainstorming, whatever you used it for, you would acknowledge it there. Next, you need to provide some pretty explicit descriptions of how you used it. People are still quite skeptical of this, and so the more specific you can be, I think the better. And so you could say something like the prompts used for ChatGPT included, and then you could do a list of prompts to generate responses. You could even do a bulleted list after this if you had more than one. So this is just a really brief review of how to acknowledge the use of AI if you're just using it as a kind of like writing buddy. If you're using it as a software to code data or run statistics or any other kind of higher order task such as that, you'll need to cite it in a different way. If you're using it, for example, to code data, you would cite it the same way you would cite something like in vivo. As a software program. But if you're just using it to be your writing buddy or a partner, then you can use these best practices here in the blog. And if you want more information, you can always look at the Committee on Publication Ethics or the World Association of Medical Editors.